It was during that game show appearance that Tim showed some early signs of trouble. On one of the episodes, remember, Becky's just worked super hard to become a nurse, but now she's also working night shifts, taking care of the kids. They are having some fighting going on. Steve Harvey asks the question, what do you regret doing on your wedding day? Yes, so remember, Tim's saying what he thinks the rest of the people would say, but it's obviously coming out of his own mouth and came up with in his brain. It says that his guess that one of the most popular answers to that question was, quote, saying I do.
The biggest mistake you made at your wedding?
Honey, I love you, but said I do.
The audience just immediately busted up laughing, especially when it appeared as one of the top answers on the board. And while Tim might have just played this whole thing off as a joke, it was a comment that, like, due to the climate in their current marriage, everyone that knew them in real life was just a little bit, like, it just stuck with them a little bit. Everyone was kind of talking about it.
Yep.
Because it was clear there was some truth to it. There was a lot of tension brewing between them at home. And then 2020 hits and everyone is forced to stay inside. With hospitals all over the world being super crowded, duty definitely called for Becky too. And with nowhere to escape to, Tim and Becky were spending a lot more time together at home, indoors with their 3 kids. Time that Tim starts talking about getting a divorce. He said they just couldn't see eye to eye on most things. He felt it was time to move on. And this was something that Becky adamantly did not want. But it seemed like Tim was once again getting his way. By 2021, he had moved out of their house and gotten a place a few blocks away so he could still be close to the boys. And while it wasn't what Becky initially wanted, her friends and family said she actually seemed relieved to be kind of doing her own life without Tim.
Yeah.
And as the divorce proceedings went on, Becky even met someone new. So they're separated, they are going through with the divorce, and she meets someone. It's another guy who was also in the healthcare industry. So they continue dating through 2022 and into 2023, even as the divorce continued to stretch on as Tim and Becky were ironing out finances, custody, everything else. But then that February of 2023, everything changed.